The bent over row is one of the best exercises for building up raw pulling strength and building a strong back. However, is it necessary for your training goals? Well, that's what we're going to cover in this video. G'day everyone, and welcome back to Powersthetics Fitness, helping you to build your body to both look and perform at its best. In today's video, we're going to be looking over the bent over row and determining if it is necessary for your training goals. In terms of strength, I think the bent over row is hands down one of the best ways for building up the upper back, such as the traps, rhomboids, and the upper lats. That being said, it isn't the only thing you can do. Pull-ups as well as the deadlift to an extent will also build up great strength in your back area. Regardless, I do think that the bent over row is an amazing option for building up strength in the back and definitely should be a staple if strength is your goal. In terms of hypertrophy, I also stand by that the bent over row is hands down one of the best ways for building up your rhomboids and your upper back. Therefore, even though there definitely are other options such as the chest supported row and again the pull-up, I think the bent over row is still definitely my choice for hypertrophy in the upper back and rhomboid area. However, in terms of endurance, I definitely think that this is where the bent over row may be lacking. A lot of the time with endurance, you're better off with bodyweight movements or simply stuff that is better to be done faster and done over a long period of time. Form may break down in the bent over row and just simply isn't as efficient in this way, and therefore I would opt for the rowing machine or an inverted row. In terms of power, this can also be a slight shortcoming of the exercise. However, if you opt for something like the Pendlay row, the dead row, or something like an explosive pull-up, this is definitely going to be a better option for you if your goal is to build up power in the back and the pulling chain. But as well, what do you do if you're injured in this area, such as having a lower back injury? Well, this is where I would definitely opt more for the chest supported row, similar to the hypertrophy area. This will take your lower back out of the equation and allow you to load up heavy and allow your upper back to be the limiting factor in the exercise and not whether your lower back can handle that weight. Additionally, what do you do if you don't have access to a barbell? Well, that's where I would recommend going for either the inverted row or a dumbbell row. Probably not as efficient as the bent over row in my opinion, but still great options if you don't have access to a barbell or a gym setting. So to answer the question, is the bent over row necessary? I would say for most instances, absolutely. It is amazing for building up strength and hypertrophy in the upper back. Almost no other exercise will do it better than that. That being said, if you don't have access to the equipment or if you have an injury, there are definitely other options to make up for that fact. But hey, let me know what you guys think. And there we have it. If you found this video helpful, be sure to drop a like. If you've got any questions regarding anything you saw in this video, be sure to comment down below and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. If you want to see more content like this, be sure to hit the subscribe button. And if you want your own program where I break everything down for you, be sure to check them out in the website, link in the description down below.